welcome to this Friday, January the 27th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody!
It's Royal Rumble weekend! Woo-hoo.
Almost. It's exciting, it's fun, and hopefully it's going to be not disappointing. And, of course, we'll get to the Royal Rumble. Don't forget, we'll have the warm-up coming up on Sunday at 9 a.m., but of course we got a lot of stuff to do. So Tony, just sit back, relax, strap it down. I got results, and then we got to preview a lot of stuff coming into the weekend. So I'm going to handle the results real quick, and then we're going to get going, okay?
Alright, let's rock and roll.
Okay, we're going to start off with Smackdown. To start off, Randy Orton defeats Luke Harper. Then Mickie James comes out. Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss. Eventually, Mickie James and Alexa Bliss attack Becky Lynch. Eventually, a 6-woman tag would be announced for the Royal Rumble. Over the top rope challenge, the winner gets a spot in the Royal Rumble. The winner is Mojo Rawley. AJ Styles, John Cena, tremendous promo. John Cena says he wasn't built for the independent scene and all this stuff, so he cut his first heel promo that a lot of people didn't like, and also I put it on Facebook, and I got one response from Machine, Mike Prater. He said, I'm like, does that offend wrestlers? Does that offend wrestlers when he says he wasn't built for the indies? And he said no, because some people are just have it and don't need that, and he was one of them. Dolph Ziggler defeats Kalisto. Natalya versus Naomi ends in a no contest. Then it ends up being Naomi and Alexa Bliss cutting a promo because Natalya no-showed. And then the Intercontinental title on the line, Dean Ambrose defeats The Miz. 205 Live, TJ Perkins defeats Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick gets a victory, and Neville defeats Cedric Alexander. Now let's shift gears over to Ring of Honor. Marty Scurll defeats Jonathan Gresham. Decades of Excellence Tournament, Daniels defeats Chris Sabin, and he goes on to the finals. He will now face the winner of Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe. And then finally, Kushida defeats Dragon Lee and Will Ospreay. Tony Daniels wins the semifinal match, and he's gonna be facing Lethal or Briscoe. Do you think that's a big opportunity for him?
That is a big opportunity for Daniels. He deserves to get in the finals with Jay Lethal and renew a rivalry between them two.
NXT, Ember Moon defeats Liv Morgan. No Way Jose gets a victory. So does Eric Young. And then we have the women's title face-off between Asuka. I keep forgetting their names. Who's the other ones? Peyton Royce.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
Yes, and then who's the crazy one? Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. So that was your NXT. That was Smackdown, everything. So we were all caught up on that. We're going to take a time out here on the Ringside Report. When we come back, we are going to preview. We got the first ever NXT Takeover warm-up, as we finally are going to be doing picks for that. So that's coming up next on the Ringside Report. On this date, Tony, I believe in 2008, 2009, John Cena returns at the Garden at the Royal Rumble. He not only returns, he won it.
Yeah, that was one. That was the first time WWE pay-per-view went TV.
I was just going to say, what else was important about that pay-per-view, and you already beat me to it. That's why you're the wrestling encyclopedia, Smoody.
Yep.
Okay, let's shift gears now. Of course, it's now time for the NXT Takeover warm-up. The champion, let's go down the line. First match, Roderick Strong versus Andre Cien Almas. You got Roderick Strong just coming off a Ring of Honor. He's trying to get an opportunity. Cien Almas just turning heel. This is a big opportunity for Roderick Strong. He says he wants to be NXT champion.
He's got to be, because Roderick Strong has been running for that Ring of Honor title before. Now it's time to go for the fish in the sea. Can he become soon become NXT champion?
We'll have to see. Eric Young goes one-on-one against Ty Dillinger, who I think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. So do you think he gets a farewell victory, or do you think Eric Young and Sanity take care of Ty Dillinger?
I think Eric Young and Sanity will take care of it, and personally make sure he doesn't enter the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's going to be it's going to be interesting, because I think when you look at this, Eric Young, he's up and coming. Do you ever? It seems like they keep putting him with people. Do you think he's ever going to get the opportunity to be a champion in NXT?
Oh, guarantee it. He's been champion in TNA before, so why not let him be the crazy guy of NXT?
But he wasn't a crazy world. Was he? He was world champion. Who was he in a storyline with in TNA with the world title? Was it? Was it Bobby Roode, James Storm?
No, it was Bobby Roode. He was with Bobby Roode as the he was friends with Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, and then he finally snapped and turned his back on everybody.
Of course, he is best friends with Bobby Roode. They grew up. They were, of course, in Team Canada together in the early days of TNA, and they also grew up. And they also grew up in Canada together. So that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations to James Storm on the birth of his child. I want to say son. Congratulations to the Cowboy. NXT Women's title, Asuka. She's been unstoppable since winning that title. When did she win that? She didn't. Was that Dallas? She won the title. Is that almost a year ago already?
Bailey 1 year ago in Dallas.
That is crazy. And now she's back in the States. She won it against Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Nikki Cross. This is going to be an interesting matchup, Tony. Asuka, is she going to retain? Is she going to go a full year as the NXT Women's Champion?
Well, here in Orlando, she'll be there. She'll be Women's Champion because she got a 25% chance to retain the title in a Fatal 4-Way match. There's always an opportunity where the champion walks out with the belt.
I don't see any women being any competition for her in NXT. Unless I think they honestly need to bring in Awesome Kong.
That or Eva Marie.
Yeah, there's no names down there that have the chance. Asuka's been so great and so powerful in the last year. I thought Mickie James was going to go down there. She already lost to her, actually. I forgot.
I'm looking for a surprise pick, and I would not pick her, but I mean, surprise sleeper is Nikki Cross. Look out for her because just like Rosemary in TNA, she built with the chance to become women's knockout champion. Can Nikki Cross do it with Eric Young in the building and Insanity and become women's champion? So watch out for Nikki Cross. She might do it.
NXT Tag Team titles on the line. Hashtag DIY. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano defend against Paul Ellering. They are two of the biggest guys I've ever seen. That is the Authors of Pain. Are we going to see new tag team champions tomorrow night in San Antonio?
Oh, we're gonna these boys, the Authors of Pain. They're just like the Ascension when they first came into NXT and the Wyatt family. They're gonna run shot at the NXT tag team titles and walk out with tag team champions. I guarantee we're gonna have new champions tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura defends his NXT Championship. I want to say this is his first title defense. He hasn't really been on NXT program. It's hard to do. You can't do a storyline with him because you don't speak English. So,
it's been his first title defense since he won it back in December. This is his first NXT Takeover event in Toronto.
Don't forget, him and Samoa Joe won and lost them titles a few times since Toronto.
Yeah, but you're going to see him and Bobby Roode doing the same thing, back and forth.
So, Tony, I gotta ask you, is NXT TakeOver San Antonio gonna end glorious?
No, I guarantee it's going to end with a stand style where Nakamura's going to retain the title. Bobby Roode's going to inch his way back in the title reign, and he's going to get a rematch, and they're going to end up in Orlando with Bobby Roode, glorious, NXT World Champion. We're going to be there.
Okay, now let's finally, time for predictions. Roderick Strong against Andre Cien Almas. Tony, who do you got?
I'm going with Roderick Strong.
Me too. Eric Young versus Ty Dillinger.
I'm going to go with the crazy boy, Eric Young.
I gotta agree with you there too. I think Ty Dillinger's gonna lose, which is gonna out him out of NXT, and he'll be in the Royal Rumble Sunday. NXT Women's Title: Asuka, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Nikki Cross.
I'm gonna go with Asuka.
I agree with you. I don't think there's a chance for them to. No one's stopping her. I don't know when they're gonna find someone. Melanie Cruz, she can't do it anymore. It's a shame. NXT Tag Team Titles, hashtag DIY Authors of Pain.
I'm going to go with the Authors of Pain.
I'm going to say hashtag DIY. I think they're not, I don't think yet. This might end in a DQ, so I might get a half a point. NXT Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode.
I'm going to go Nakamura. I think it's going to be not glorious yet.
I think so as well. So, of course, then we'll have the standings. We'll have a recap of NXT Takeover on Monday's show. I don't know if I'm going to be 100% be able to watch this live. Okay, so Tony, my family's going to Milwaukee on Saturday night, tomorrow night, and the rumor is we're going to Potawatomi. But I have to go watch my niece try on wedding dresses. Is that a fair trade? Should I go sit there and watch her put on wedding dresses to get an opportunity to go gamble for a little bit?
I would do is probably go gamble and maybe see a little bit of the wedding dresses, but make sure you have your earphones and watch the NXT Takeover.
I'm gonna bring my tablet and watch it on the way home.
Yeah, because what I'm doing is I'm not watching NXT Takeover tomorrow night. I'm gonna watch it Sunday before the Royal Rumble.
Well, how the hell are we gonna do a recap Saturday night if you don't watch it?
Well, what I'm gonna do is, let's see, I get home at 8:30.
We'll figure that out later, Tony. We'll take a timeout. We're gonna preview SSW for Sunday. That's next on the Ringside Report. Welcome back here to the Ringside Report. Happy Friday. We're getting you ready for the weekend. What a weekend, Tony. You got Tiger Woods returning in golf yesterday and hopefully this whole weekend. You got the NFL Pro Bowl this weekend when you have, it'll be in the exact place of WrestleMania Camping World Stadium in Orlando. You got, what else you got? You got SSW now coming up. You got the Royal Rumble. Now let's preview SSW right now, Tony. Are you ready? We got 4 qualifying matches, quarterfinal matches for the Lords of the Ring tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, making his return to SSW, Greco GQ Suave.
Oh, good Lord.
He returned to POW and kicked some people in the mush, and now he's going to come to SSW. Is he going to be qualified? I want to see him versus Rough Crossing. Are we going to get a chance to see that?
I would love to see that. That would be a good show to watch at SSW this Sunday. So
SSW Triple Threat title on the line. DDS will defend against the debuting Pat Monix and returning Ray Furio. I think this is going to be a very good match. Of course, the Triple Threat title. You've seen DDS before. Your thoughts? Can he retain the title coming up on Sunday?
Oh, I definitely can. DDS, he's been champion for a couple months. Why not reign as champion?
SSW Midwest Heritage title, Paulie Tomaselli will defend against Shogun Chris Logan. Paulie's been this champion for a while. Is Chris Logan going to be the guy to take him off his throne on Sunday?
No, I think Paulie Tomaselli is going to retain the title and still run rock shot of the SSW Midwest title.
SSW Tag Team titles on the line. That's not Matt Holiday. Max Holiday and Joey Avalon defend against the East West Express. This should be a good match. East West Express have been tag team champions before. Can they get them belts back from the guys that took it from them?
Well, they got to prove that the East West Express, Boston and Ryan Cross, they dominated Paul before, but can they dominate in SSW Tag Team Champions once again?
SSW World title on the line. It's going to be the Ice Pick, Vic Capri, defending against Grin. It should be a good matchup, but Grin, you never know what tricks he has up his sleeve.
Yeah, you never know, because with Grin, he might be coming after you. You might be the next victim of W.
Yeah, he's friends with Scott Beatty, so there's a good chance that I will get annoyed by Grin.
Well, maybe you get a hope, because Rickle might not be there, so W might not be there, so you might have a shot at bringing on things.
Yeah, I usually don't find out till I get there, but Ricklo shared the flyers, so hopefully he'll be there, and hopefully we'll see the hair extraordinaire. Not sure if we'll see Debbie, because she just had shoulder surgery.
Yeah, I'm making an announcement that next month I'm going to be back at SSW.
We're not even sure if there's going to be a next month.
I don't know.
So the next show, this will be the last one I'll get to do with Mike?
What? Yeah. I'll be back to SSW show because I've got Sundays off, so.
Good. So I'm looking forward to that. As of course, we'll have a post show on that coming up on Monday's show. So Mike will be joining me, and I'm sure he'll have all his insight on SSW. Preview for Monday, we're gonna recap as we're gonna have the SSW post show. Plus, we are going to have the ramp ups for NXT Takeover tomorrow night and the Royal Rumble. So that's all coming up on Monday's show. Of course, don't forget, folks, if you're plan on going to Access in WrestleMania weekend, tickets go on sale a week from tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you plan on going to Access at the Orange County Convention Center, don't forget to get your tickets now. For Anthony Smoody, I'm Ryan Young. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.